Hi, hello, good morning. It's morning for me when I'm filming this, but good afternoon, good evening whenever you're watching this. If you're a new viewer, welcome in. My name's Charlotte. If you're a returning viewer, welcome back. How are we getting our ponytails in frame so that we don't look bald? Let's go for this side for now. You've probably gathered by today's video title, but today is another what's in my bag video, but this time it is work bag edition. I filmed a video that was detailing what's in my everyday bag not too long ago, and everyone really liked it. And I put out the question, do you want to see what's in my work bag? And you all said yes, even though that will be significantly less exciting. So I thought we'd film it today. I've got my work bag down here next to me. For those of you that don't know much about me, or if this is your first time seeing my channel, I work 4 days a week. I'm a part-time personal assistant and part-time content creator. I work 4 days a week, but it's condensed hours, so it's basically like a full-time job in 4 days. And my job allows me to be hybrid, which I'm very grateful for. So I do 2 days a week in office, 2 days a week from home. That's flexible. Some days more home days, some days more office days. But it does mean I'm constantly packing, unpacking, repacking my bag because I just schlep everything to the office. If you didn't see my everyday bag video, I'll pop the link in the description box for you so you can go have a look. It's not very long. I don't think this one will be either, to be honest. But basically, I thought I'd throw it back like old school YouTube days because I used to love watching these videos, and my work bag pretty much never changes. I am the kind of person that I really hate carrying stuff. I will always pick a teeny tiny bag, especially one that makes me hands-free. But I'm also, unfortunately, the kind of person that likes to have a lot of stuff and things. I really need my things to make me feel comfortable. So my work bag is quite big. I change my work bag quite frequently. I won't lie, I should use a backpack, but even then I find a backpack very cumbersome. I had a laptop bag that my work issued me. I hated using it. I tried doing a laptop bag and then like a really small bag. So I put all my worky stuff in the laptop bag. I'm looking at it right now. I hate it so much. But then I found my other bag was getting fuller, and also I carry a lunchbox because no matter what bag I have, unless it's a massive bloody holdall, I can't fit my lunchbox in. And again, I am a lunch person. Like, I take everything in. I make all my own lunches every week. I don't have anywhere to buy food near my office. So even if I didn't want to, I can't really not take lunch in. But anyway, let me show you. So this is my current work bag. Yes, I know I'm probably destroying my shoulders. I have the strap quite short. It doesn't actually close most days. This bag is a fake leather bag. I got it in Japan from a shop called Goo. If you haven't heard of Goo, Goo is like Uniqlo's sister brand. So it's the same but different and much cheaper than Uniqlo. And Uniqlo in Japan was already very cheap. So honestly, I think I paid like £10 for this bag, and it's a real workhorse. It wasn't supposed to be a work bag, but it just does everything for me. I wanted like a smart-ish black leather crossbody, you know, like the Uniqlo little crossbody bags. I wanted like a nicer version of that. And this is what I've got. I alternate between this, my red Uniqlo like giant bag. I don't know if you've seen it. I can't be bothered to go get it. And I think the brand is Kanken. That's how we pronounce it in the UK, but I know it's pronounced very differently in Sweden. I think it's Konken. It's like a backpack. I'll put it up on the screen now. I've got one of those. But again, I just find this does everything I need. The smaller the bag, the less I'm likely to put into it. But anyway, let's get cracking. What would usually be bang on top of this bag would be my work lanyard, but I can't show you my work lanyard because it will show you where I work. Branded all the way through. So just imagine that. Right in the top, I've got my reusable water bottle. This is just one of those ones from Co-op. I used to have a really nice posh one, but they're all too big to go in my bag. Because I work on the 3rd floor with no air conditioning, my water never stays cold and I am very hot. That goes in there. Let's put her to one side. The dreaded work laptop. I have a Lenovo ThinkPad, as everyone does these days. I'm not going to open it because it will turn on and it's my day off, but that goes in there. I will say I'm quite lucky. This is quite light. Some of the Dell models that my colleagues have got that are older are very, very heavy. And I'm lucky that I don't need to carry a charger to work. So there's no charger in my bag because we have like docking stations where it charges your laptop. I do have to travel quite a lot for meetings at external venues, so the charger stays at home. I also have a docking station at home, so it works. But yeah, the charger would be with this, but one less thing to carry. The next biggest thing is my trusty work notebook that had a post-it note on it that would tell you where I work. If you followed me for a while, you might know that I love these notebooks. This is my favorite brand of notebook. These are from HomeSense. You can also get them in TK Maxx. The brand it's called Fringe, and it's a California-based brand, designed in California, Fringe Studio, Culver City, CA, USA. These, I don't know what it is about them. They have these in TK Maxx quite a lot. They sell for $6.99, and whenever I see one in there, I restock. My ex-colleague got me hooked on these, and they usually have either a leather or a cardboard cover. I always go for the leather because it's a bit floppier. The colours aren't always great. Sometimes you get a printed one. I think the most common colours I see are like forest green, grey, this colour with a print, mustard. You get the vibe. And I don't know what it is. I'm a big physical notebook person. It has a margin. It's a little bit wider than a traditional A5. It's nice and floppy. The paper is a really good quality and it's got the date at the top. I just love this. I can't really show you without showing you like work info, how I set this up, but for the week, I'll put the date and I will do a tick box. Like I'll do boxes all down the side with all my tasks. Sorry, I'm a big notebook person. This is really boring. And I'll write down a task. And then if the task is half completed, I'll like half fill in the box. And then if it's completed, I'll just scroll through it with a coloured pen. But something about these notebooks, it is just such a beautiful sensory experience to write in them. They're not always in TK Maxx or HomeSense, so when I get them, I always get them. But yeah, I love them, and it looks really like worky and professional. It's just a really nice format. I go through probably like 3 of these a year, maybe 2, depending on how much physical writing I'm doing. I am a writing processor, so I don't like using digital notebooks and everything like that. It's not a great thing because I am a PA, so my work would probably be best utilised the most efficient, like if everything was digitalized, but this just helps me process. Great, love her down. I have a book in here. I'm reading Giovanni's Room at the moment. I'm about halfway through, loving it. I usually have a book in my bag or my Kindle. I try to do my Kindle because it's easier to carry, or I do a slim book like this because I commute into work, I get the bus and I read on the bus in. Don't really listen to stuff that much anymore, but yeah, do my morning reading. This is probably unnecessary because now we're looking at 3 books, but this is my mini notebook. You probably saw this in my everyday bag video, and yeah, I do transport it from bag to bag. This comes with me everywhere. This is kind of my everything mini journal. This is a moleskin. I got it from Waterstones. It's very expensive, and then I realized they sell moleskins in HomeSense, so I will get my next one in there. But it's a perfect size. It's like really, really teeny tiny. I think it's A7. It mainly started out as like a content ideas notebook because I don't like to muddle my 2 notebooks up, but it started out mainly as content ideas, just any ideas I have for actually anything. To-do lists, it's got book lists in it, it's got post-it notes, Christmas lists. I've actually done some snippets of journaling in here, which I don't like to do because I don't want people to read it. I wouldn't mind if people read it, but if I have a thought that needs to get out, I put it in here. It's just a whole lot of stream of consciousness and mess. So if I have a bag that it fits in, this always travels with me. Would really recommend everyone get one of these. And what's funny is, as I was just saying, I'm a bit of a writing processor. I don't often reference this back, but it's good to get the ideas out. I don't like doing notes on my phone. Next up is my work phone. I hate this phone with a passion. I don't actually use it that much, but it's an Android and I just can't wrap my head around it. I don't use it enough to be really familiar with how to use it, so I think that's what makes it difficult. And it's got chewing gum all over it and a spot sticker. You probably know this if you're a PA, but this is actually quite a good tip for anyone that has a work phone. So if you've got a business card or a post-it note, pop it in the back of your phone. If you've got a clear phone case, it's got my number, the emergency IT number, and all the people I report to as a PA, it's got their numbers on it. Because I find sometimes just booting this up just takes ages. And also people think you're really put together if you can just pull someone's number from out your ass without having to go on your laptop or anything. It used to be in the front of my notebook. I usually have a 1 sheet in the front of my notebook with all crucial information like budget codes, phone numbers, working hours. But the problem is then when you change notebook, you have to print it out again. So yeah, this works. My pencil case, this is a bit cumbersome, probably a bit more cumbersome than it needs to be, but I do love my pencil case. I got this in Japan. This is one of the Stationery 2025 nominees, if not winner. I've had my eye on this for ages, and when I went to Japan, I finally got it. Someone very cleverly pointed this out to me on TikTok. It's shaped like a giant pencil rubber. I feel like this shape of pencil eraser is more of an American thing, but very clever, very intentional in the design. So you open it up and it's got 2 magnets in the back here. That's a small design fault that this blocks the magnet, but it magnets together and you use it like a pen stand. I won't go through all my stationery. The only thing is you can't really use a pen with no lid in here because it will mark up the inside because it's rubber and silicone. But I have a multitude of pens in here. I'll go through them really, really quickly because I know you all like it when I talk about pens and I'm a bit of a stationery nerd. I have a Pentel brush sign pen in red. This is great for crossing things out. I love a red pen. I also have a similar pen, the Pentel sign pen in pink. That's a bit more of a blunter tip. It's not as brushy. I have a Uniball iFine in pink. pink. I love a coloured pen. Coloured pens are just great for lists. And then I have a highlighter in yellow. This is a Zebra mild liner. I actually use this most for annotating books. I'm trying to get back into that, but it has a double end. So it's got a fine nib and a bold nib. I don't really like this on top of pens because no matter how long you wait for the pen to dry, it makes the yellow go muddy because it drags the black. I have a Uni 1. This is a clicky pen. This is a great work pen. It just slips onto my lanyard, but it's a little bit too fine for me. It's a 0.5. I'd prefer a 0.8, but I don't know if they make it in a 0.8. I'd even prefer a 1, but maybe that's asking too much. But I like a mid to broad heavyweight nib on my pens, especially if they're free-flowing ink or rollable. But yeah, that's what I've got in there. It's just great because it clips onto everything. It's a good carry-around pen. I have my Pilot G2. This is my favorite pen in the whole world. And then I have my Uniball Gel Impact. These two solid work pens to me. Love these so much. Prefer the one without a lid. The lid is annoying, but these two have run out and I've left them in my pencil case to remind myself to reorder them or go out and buy new ones. I want to see if I can get refills. I have a feeling because they're kind of cheaper rollables, they might not, but let me do some research and get back to you. I have this Uni Pin Fine Line. I don't know why this is in here. This is a 0.3 nib. This is one of my art pens. I used this for stippling when I was into stippling. I think this is in here because I had some downtime and I was stippling in between meetings. And then I have the Uni Procky, which is like a thick felt tip-ish style one in pink, and then a fine line. I don't really like this pen. I thought I would. I think it's something about the colour. It's hard for me to read, but yeah, that's my little pencil case. That goes in there. I'm sorry, I feel like I've just nerded out on pens for no reason. House keys. This usually isn't in here, but it's my wireless mouse, but it's because I've got to take it back to the office. I usually carry this with me when I'm traveling for meetings because I minute take a lot. That's like the main bulk of my job, and I hate doing it just on my laptop. Sesame snaps. Claw clip because I often want my hair off my face when I'm working. My purse. My work bag's a lot more organised than my everyday bag, but it's probably down to the fact that I repack it quite frequently so I can take junk out. And then this is my pouch. This is just a K18 cloth bag that I got, I think, when I bought some stuff from them, but it carries all of like the loose shenanigans. You thought this was going to be a short video, but wait till you see what's in here. I have a dictaphone. Again, this is going back to the office. This is in my bag because we have a bunch of these available to admin staff. I don't usually need them, but once a month I have the Hell Day, which is where I have 2 4-hour meetings on the same day back to back, and I provide administrative support for both of them, which means minute taking, presenting the slides, doing the action log, and it's all in person, so I can't record it. Usually there's someone to help me cover, but the colleague who that usually is has just left, so I had to do that. So I did 9 a.m. till 3:30. The Thursday just gone, and I always take this in my bag. I usually don't need it, but it's nice to have a little blanket of I can record the meeting if it's going too fast, and then I can go back and listen to the recording to check my notes were accurate. But I do find if I use this, it makes me quite lazy, and I rely on it almost, and I stop typing. And to be honest, my worst nightmare, it hasn't happened to me yet in my whole like admin career, is that I'll record a meeting on Teams or on this, and I will get really slack and lazy with my typing because I know that there's something else backing me up and I'll lose the recording. So I don't actually use this, but I'm taking it back to the office. It doesn't really work well in big rooms anyway with multiple participants. Tampon. It has various cables in here. So I have my iPhone charger, which I always carry with me because my phone has shit battery, and then my work phone charger, which I don't really need, but it's good to have. Hand sani, have multiple of these. Vaseline, because God forbid I be dry. My work drawer at work also has multiple hand sanis, hand creams, lip products in it, just in case, because you never know, it has a hairbrush in it. I figured it's less for me to carry the more I stock up that drawer. Rescue Remedy. I'm not particularly an anxious person, but I always carry this with me in my work bag. Sometimes my medication makes my heart rate go a bit high, so it's nice to have the option. Just force of habit, really. Headphones. I have a proper work headset at work, but this is good if I'm out on the go, I need to take a meeting. 2 eyelash curlers and a mascara. I get up for work at about 5:45. I have to leave my house at about 7:10, and I've made my morning commute and routine more efficient by doing my mascara on the bus. And unfortunately, my mascara routine does utilize 2 eyelash curlers. So this is the MAC Demi Lash Curler, and this is the Shiseido Lash Curler. I also have this mascara, which again, I got in Japan. This is the Heroin Make mascara. This is really, really good. Sorry, influencer hand, that actually gives me the ick. my ADHD medication. I prefer to take this with food, so I take it when I get to the office because I don't eat till I get to the office. A compact mirror. A lot of this stuff was in my everyday bag. I literally will move stuff from bag to bag. I only see the point in having like one set of things, and I have half this mirror. And this is a really good mirror. A hair tie, just in case the claw clip wasn't enough. Some very stale chewing gum. Only 3 lip products in this bag, which I think is really reasonable for me. I've got 2 of these, but like different finishes. This is a YSL Candy Glow. This is more of a lipstick, like a demi matte, whereas the one I think that's in my other bag is more of a shine. But yeah, this is nice. It's just like one to have. And then my Clinique Black Honey lip oil. That is the main bulk of the bag empty, but I do have these 2 pockets, which is the reason I love this bag, because you can just like dive your hand into them. AirPods in the front pocket. And then what else have we got? A few things rattling around. I've got a lighter, you never know. And then I have 2 mini perfume samples. I have Replica by the Fireplace. This is probably the one I'm wearing every day. That usually stays in there. And then I have this Vanille. I think it's called Vanille. It ends with a J because it's like a Scandi brand by Maya and Jai. I recently spoke about her in my favorites video. I loved this. Criminal that I've only used half of it, but I've broken the atomizer so it doesn't spray anymore. I need to decant it into an empty atomizer so I can finish it. But yeah, it just doesn't come out, which is really sad. It's my own fault. And now, do you know what I've got to do? I've got to repack my bag. And that is everything that I keep in my work bag. I think it's fairly modest, if I'm honest. I don't think it's too much. That is the most streamlined I've managed to get my work bag after a year of working in my current role. But don't forget that I do have to carry a big like Marks and Spencer's lunch tote on top of that. Like I said, I switch between a backpack and another shoulder bag. But in the winter, I tend to err towards a big backpack because my coats are really big. You know, it's like that lugging your bag strap onto your shoulder. I like to be hands-free if my hands are cold. So I go towards my purple backpack, which I can see it's filthy, otherwise I'd show you. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed today's video. It was a bit of a brief one, but I thought it was fun to sit down and film. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you like my channel, it would really mean the world to me if you wanted to subscribe or drop a like or anything like that. I will link all my socials in the description box below. I am creating on other channels. And if you did like my videos and are wondering when you can see me, I upload every Sunday and every other Wednesday. I have been a little bit shoddy with my upload schedule recently, but life got the better of me, you know, just one of them ones, innit? So yeah, on my Instagram stories, I always keep you updated about videos and uploading schedules and all that jazz. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.